Okay, okay. Let me go ahead and do that, and that. God, it looks bright as shit in my room being this early in the day. God damn. That's also way louder than I really thought it would be. It's probably that loud because I'm just kind of... This is my first time talking today. Like, saying anything, so... Here, we're going to turn that down just a tad. But what is up, guys? Hello, hello. Let me get this situated. We're gonna... Okay, there's that. Now, I do have my beanie on. Yes, I don't have the dress, and yes, I have the beanie on. This is... I'm building Legos, alright? I can't... Like, as much as I love my hair, it will be in the way if I'm building Legos, because I'm looking down pretty much the whole time. Welcome in! Welcome in! And, as I'm setting this up, let me go ahead and get, like, a... kind of like a background thing going on here. Kind of want to, you know, have a... Welcome in, Izzy. Gotta pull up chat and kind of have, like, a little bit of a background so it's not just pitch black. You know what? Sure, we'll put that over there. Why not? Here, you know, we'll put stuff, like, in the side here. I'll put random photos of random shit all along the side. Why not start with some Sae? That's always great to have for filling in the blanks, you know? We do that. But yes, hello guys, hello. Yeah, if you are wondering why I'm not in the dress right now, it's because, like I said, this is very early in my day, so I'm more or less waking up. Like, this is literally my... I can't even fucking breathe properly. I can put a picture of Waluigi up if you guys would like. Let me, I'd have to get one real quick, though. Let me get a picture of Waluigi. If you guys want Waluigi and Waluigi sound bites, give me a second. I gotta look it up. But... welcome in, welcome in. This is my first ever 12-hour stream. I sound like shit because it's so early in the day. I've not eaten, nor have I had coffee. I have woken up, turned on Instant, done my hair, done my makeup, and put on my shirt that I'm going to wear other than the dress today. The dress will probably be later. I have the dress out here. It's right there. It's hanging up. But of course, since this is 12 hours, I'm gonna be eating fucking lunch, brunch, and dinner amidst the stream. And no, it's not gonna be like a mukbang or nothing. No, you're not gonna really see me eating. I'll probably turn the camera off, take a bite, turn the camera back on. I've got a whole setup, like, you know, granola bars, parfait, corn dogs, stuff that I can eat kind of while I'm streaming. I'm also watching probably the saddest scene in all of Part 5 JoJo's in the background right now because that's what happens. Probably the saddest episode in the whole series, I would say. If, or the whole, what is it, in the whole, part. But ignoring that, yeah, here, we'll do a, we can hit the Waluigi PNG. I'm all for it. Also, bro, what the fuck? This... whimsical music for you. How's this one looking? This is a good... What's my internet right now? Why is it so fucking slow? What is happening? Why are you slow? You can't find it? What do you mean you can't find it? There's nothing to find. But how are we all doing so early in the day? As we're all literally just waking up. Sorry, I'm trying to find this Waluigi picture for you while I'm, doing that here. You know, we'll put the Zorg Scandroid in the corner too. Just do a bunch of different things from all the different games I play. We got some Sae in here. You know, I'll just... That's pretty funny. I might put that one up. There we go. That one's pretty funny. Tired? Yeah, you usually don't sleep that well, Izzy, is what you told me, so... I'm sure you're probably still very tired. Do any of you guys have work today? Are we enjoying off days? Or, you know, how is it? Oh, that's sideways for some reason. Yeah, it's not really gonna fit now, is it? Fuck it. Someone's gonna come in and be like, what the fuck is going on in here? None of your business! It's an inside joke, you wouldn't get it. No one gets it, actually. I'm just fucking doing shit for no reason. There is no joke. You thought I was funny, you fool? I was never funny, not even for a moment. Here, let me go ahead and get the, where the hell is it? Let me add a layer and we'll add wall. I'll literally add an image here. And I'll literally call it Waluigi. There you go. Just for you guys. Because it's your special day. What is that top picture? This one? That's my, one of my favorite enemies from Final Fantasy 13. But you're right, Izzy. I should put more stuff in here. Where's the Waluigi image? I need to... Why is it so hard to get a picture of Waluigi? This man is infamous. No wonder they can't put him in a game. I can't even put him on my stream. What the hell? Where is the missing Waluigi? Yeah, I'll try to do that. Here, let me... Whoops. There we go. Why are none of these giving me good pictures here? That works. That one I think is good. We'll do that one. Okay, we've got that one. And then we'll do... Of course. We're doing all my... I can't fit everything in here, but that's okay. We'll just do... I'm just putting in random shit. But yeah, it's a Zwerg Scandroid from Final Fantasy 13. If you were actively curious what that is. Is that it? No, that's not it. How about that one? No. A great picture, not that one. Not a great picture, not that one. Another great picture, not that one. There he is! He's just gonna fucking be over here in the corner, I guess. He'll be the only one intruding on the screen. How about that? You're welcome. Did not mean to do that. That's fine. He fits right there. It works. It works. Just don't ask about it. Just don't ask about it. This is... You thought anything I ever did was well put together or thought out, you fool? No. None of this is well put together nor thought out. It is done on the spot with zero understanding of even how my fucking computer works, okay? Welcome in, Volpe. Hello, hello. You got 8 miles to run? Go right ahead. Edgy, maybe separate your 700 Sae pictures into a separate folder. Actually, they're pictures of Sae, Fire Emblem, Three Houses Hoppy, Lightning Farron, and about 9,000 Gladiolus and Snow Villiers pictures. For every 3 lightning, for every 1 lightning picture, for every Sae picture, there's 3 Hoppy pictures. For every 3 Hoppy pictures, there's 5 lightning pictures. And for every 5 lightning pictures, there's 3,000 Gladiolus pictures and 3,000 Snow Villiers pictures, okay? May or may not be shirtless. Not important. I think you're asking too many questions. Sure you aren't bi? Nope. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bi. I've never even been bi-curious, I'll have you know. Which is apparently a thing that people actually do. I thought... Like, obviously not making fun of anybody, of course. Self-discovery is very, very important. That's just something, you know, I've never actually, like, even, I think I've told you guys before, but, like, not even a little bit have I ever been able to be, like, with a, like, you know, think, like, guys. Like, I don't know. Never been able to do it. Anyways. Let's build Legos! We've got everybody here. We got Sai, Twice, Teto, Miku, Zwerg, Scandroid, Waluigi, and Joker. And we're listening to some Zelda music. Now, since I am streaming a 500 follower celebration, it is not about me, it's about you guys. If you have music from, like, a video game, and I say this because I don't want to get fucking copyrighted. If there's, like, video game music that I could play while doing this, let me know. I'm doing Zelda because there's Zelda Legos. As you guys already know, we've built 2 out of 4. Who knows? Oh, there's 5. 2 out of 5. Fuck. There's 5? Holy shit. It's not important. It's about Godzilla. It is all about Godzilla. You're right. Get him over here. Get him over here. There he is. There he is, front and center. As he should be. He's our pal. We love him. Yeah, there we go. There we fucking go. Good old Goldzilla over here. Alright, so what the hell do we need, though, by the way? We're going to be building bag 3. Alright, bag 3. I might bring my different figures up here in the front while I'm doing the Lego building stream if you guys want. I'm sure most of you want Godzilla, though. As beautiful as he is. And also, I'm doing Ocarina of Time music, because we will be streaming Ocarina of Time this year. It's kind of my next story playthrough. Haven't really decided exactly when I'm going to start it yet, but yeah. You know, very excited about that, very excited. The GameCube is working, from what I understand. I got it fixed, so, you know, we can do that. Put this over here. So, what all do I need here? I need a bunch of big round pieces, so none of these. Literally none of those. All of these, cool. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing is my Godzilla? You know, it's really funny. Backstory on the Godzilla toy here. It's actually a gift my grandma got my Uncle Jesse, the one that looks like a JoJo stand user. And he had it as a kid. And my grandma actually gave me to play with all the toys that my Uncle Jesse would play with as a kid. So, like, I'm talking Ninja Turtle, Godzilla, like, actually just a lot of Ninja Turtle and Godzilla. Like, got a shit ton of Ninja Turtle and Godzilla stuff. Like, you know, Bebop and Rocksteady, I think is their name. So, you know, I had a lot of those. And it was pretty cool, that I got them. And the cool part is I actually did get to keep Godzilla, you know. Like, you know, obviously my uncle was quite a bit older than me at that time when I was a young child, so. Now, he is the youngest of my uncles on both my mom and my dad's side. Yeah, so. It's pretty cool that when I was younger I actually got a lot of, toys that he had, which I didn't really play with toys that much anyways, but it's pretty cool. Also, if you're curious which one we're building today, we're building the one that's tan. That guy, the one flying. So we probably won't be spending nearly as much time building today as we did last time. Fuck, last time took me ages, bro, ages. This looks like it's mostly detailing more than anything else. Which, by the way, what the fuck, that's... Okay, so I need gray, green, lime. Oh my god, it's all the tiny pieces. Oh, fuck me. Okay, hold up, chat. This is gonna be a problem already. We're already opening up all the tiny pieces, so let's just go ahead and pour this shit. I don't really want to pour it out. Where is it at? We got, okay, dark green. There's different types of dark greens? What do you mean there's different... Whatever, pour it out. Okay, thank God I saw where it went. I mean there's different types of dark green leaves? Stop. Stop. Stop! Fucker! Love this tune, Zelda's Lullaby. Good song. Good song, good song. would play it on the ocarina again after Ganondorf chases her out of the castle. Would definitely do that. Since I read the Four Swords manga on stream, has anybody watching this post or present, has anybody actually read the Zelda manga outside of me and my fan base here? Like, because this is gonna be on YouTube and it's gonna be on and Twitch. Like, genuinely, and even if you want to send a Twitch Whisper, that's fine. I'll answer to it. I might not realize I got a Twitch Whisper, but I'll answer to it. Like, let me know. Have you guys read any of the Zelda manga? And if you have, which one? What'd you think of it? Because, honestly, I think the Ocarina of Time manga made me enjoy Ocarina of Time that much more. You know, it's kind of like, it's like how Star Wars was great, and then you had, like, the Clone Wars, and it made it even better. You know what I mean? Like, it just added to something that you already really, really liked and cared about. And that's kind of how I felt about the a lot of the Zelda manga. I feel like it really added some life into the some extra life into the characters, because, you know, Zelda's always been a game more about the adventure rather than the active story, which is fine, and I think that's why I've kind of, like, as I've gotten older, gravitated more towards Final Fantasy, because of how much more story-focused Final Fantasy is. Because Zelda's a lot more about the whimsy and the unknown and everything like that, which is great. It's good. As you guys just know, I'm not a very whimsical person. Like, you know, I don't really go around looking at stuff just because I haven't seen it. I mean, I do that a little bit in person, but not all that much. Okay, so I need 4. That's these. 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all 6 of those. 1 of these. Oh no, it's those 2. I have like a clear-esque one. A weird clearish one. It's like even lighter than those. Like a tan green. Oh, that's right. Is you want me to add that Mambo's? You want me to add the Waluigi soundbite, don't you? Let me at least get started on this first before I get lost and do that again. Oh. Fuck. Of course, this piece is going to be impossible to find. Because every piece is impossible to find. I think that's it. Why is every... It's not Lego, Edgy Gamer. It's okay. We're building Legos, and they're not actually Legos. That's why. Every time I get I complain to myself, it's like I have to remember, it's not Legos. It's not made for my convenience. It's made to be inconvenient. It's it's made to be annoying and frustrating. Like, I've only built the base so far.
This some serious gourmet shit.
It is the serious gourmet shit. Also, what type of instructions are these? I can't tell what the fuck's going on there. Oh my god. Okay, what? Hold on. Yippee! Yippee! Indeed, yippee. Yippee! Almost thought Eep came in here, because that's the sound I think usually Eep uses. Oh, there it is. There's the gray thingy I was looking for. Anime WoW can go for Waluigi. Wah! Sounds pretty reasonable. We've had Anime WoW for quite some time now. I need the tiny leaves. Where are those at? Fuck right off, bro. Where? Where? In here? Why are you making me open every bag? I'm gonna bump this table one time, and hell is gonna open as every tiny piece flies across my room that has my bag, my shoes, plastic from this. Bro. Can't be serious. You've got to be kidding me. Hey, what's up, Goth Booty Goblin? How are we today? Hello, hello. You're watching me fight for my life with these knockoff Legos right now, as I just cannot find these fucking... I swear to God. Okay, good. I will say, if they put 3 of one piece in one bag, and then the 4th piece of the same type in a different bag, bro, I'm gonna file a complaint. Okay. Oh, Lon Lon Ranch. Always good to hear Lon Lon Ranch. Don't tell me there's, like, darker leaves. These look pretty dark. Yeah, these look dark. It should be fine. It should be fine. It's fine. can't tell what the fuck this wants me to do. What type of display is this? What are you wanting me to... What witchcraft? So, hold up. I guess I'm gonna have to figure this... Hold up. This is so... not clear. Yeah? But how are we doing so early in the day, guys? How are we doing so early in the day? I know Izzy said he was tired, which is, you know, completely understandable. It is a little too early for me as well, I won't lie. Hold up, it looks like these two go here in the middle. We got, hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. So that can go there, with another one on top for some fucking reason, I guess. I don't know. Wait, there's 3 others? What? There's other kinds? There's other... What do you mean there's other kind? They look the same... Okay. The best part is you guys can't see what I'm looking at, so I literally just sound insane. Like, what do you mean, Edgy Gamer? Of course there's different parts. No! No, they look exactly the fucking same, bro. One's a circle flower, and one is a slightly different circle. This fucking... I really did get this Lego set to get fucking gaslit, didn't I? It's cool, it's cool, it's a cool set. It's really cool to have, like, these Zelda characters that are definitely not Lego, but they're kind of, like, not Lego. Like, did you guys ever get those Halo Legos that weren't Legos? I think they were called Mega Blocks, maybe? I don't actually know what they were called. You guys might know what I'm talking about. I think they were called Mega Blocks. But I know they weren't actually Legos. They were, technically something different. I had a bunch of those. I actually had a huge Spire from Halo 4 in Lego form when I was younger. I sadly did get rid of a lot of my Legos when I moved very sporadically when I was 19. I had to move from my uncles to ex-girlfriends to ex-best friends, all over the fucking place, so I couldn't really keep my stuff all that much. Okay, that's asking for another dark circle. Got it. There we go. I'm having to literally just line this up so I can see what I'm doing. It's so fucking particular. Yeah? Okay. Maybe. It's looking kind of like it. It looks like this does go there. That goes... like. I'm kind of having to use perspective right now. Oh, well, hello. Good morning, afternoon, Eep. Hello, hello. Welcome into us building Legos, or me failing to build Legos. Also, ignore my... Oh, you guys can't see my bad posture that easily. Good. I have some absolute fucking goblin posture right now, so don't worry about it. But hello, hello. We're going to put this here, and I think... that goes there. This should go here. This looks right. This looks right! This looks correct. Oh my goodness. It's starting to make sense. It's becoming clear to me now. In fact, I'm having to count the fucking studs to see where the hell this even goes. Bro, I can't. Okay. That. Holy shit. It doesn't help that everything's like a different shade of green. It's not helping either. Ah yes, not this green, but the dark green instead. Yeah, you came in during the very, very beginning of the stream where it's more... because, like I said, I've not eaten, or if I had coffee or nothing. This is me just literally Not dressed up, nothing. I'm starting the day. Clearly, I'm not awake. Okay. I'll probably eat when I'm done with the Lego set. It's just that it's hard for me to be hungry at only 3:37 p.m. I'm only hungry this early whenever I do, like, immediate physical labor or something. Like, it's gotta be very, like, just... Gotta be something I have to kind of wake up and start doing immediately for me to actually get hungry. I think like that. So just so you guys can understand why this is so hard. That. Look how everything is the same fucking color, bro. That's why it was so hard. Everything's like the same color and slightly different. So it made it very, 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 very difficult to tell what the hell I was doing. Yep, chat requested Godzilla be front and center, so we got Godzilla. Now, if you want to request that Dark Souls Black Knight, or one of my amiibos, or Rim and Rom, my anime build figure here, or, I think I already said Sauron. Blammy kind of fits, Squishy kind of fits, the other guys kind of fit. I can put other stuff here amidst doing this. Because I probably won't have my camera zoomed in like this for the rest of the day. I mean, maybe, kind of. Depends. We're literally building tiny-ass flowers, and it is so difficult. It is very difficult. Yeah, we're just enjoying it. What do you guys usually eat for breakfast? I usually, for breakfast brunch, I a lot of the times have a hot dog, like a 100% beef hot dog, and like goldfish. That's like my main brunch a lot of the time. Like probably my number one most common brunch. The edgy gamer brunch, as some would call it. Bunch of red flowers somewhere, not in there. Maybe in here, not in there. Maybe in here. No, okay, maybe saving grace in here. The fuck? The hell are you? Am I blind? No, not in here. Not that I can see. SAO bridge while I eat breakfast? Sure, man. Sure. I don't mind. I didn't want to do the SAO abridged too early in case you guys want, in case the people that wanted to see it didn't want to miss out. But yeah, if you guys want to do that, I don't mind. I'll probably get all my stuff for making a parfait, and then make the parfait while I'm watching it. And eat my granola bar and stuff. Where the fuck are these flowers? By the way. Eggs. Eggs are always really good. Eggs are a solid choice. Pretty much all the time. You can't really go wrong with eggs, ever. Eggs are always good, I would say. There's no flowers there, bro. This fucking jank-ass... Got any flowers in here? Any spare parts flowers you're hiding? That's so cool. Where? Are they just not there? I mean, I think I did have something like that for my other piece where the flowers were just missing. Just kind of funny. Wait a second! Are these the flowers? Why are they still on their mold? These are the flowers, but I didn't know they were because, look. They're still connected to the mold. Oh my lord. And don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll message Clown when I'm closer to being done with this. Dude, what the fuck? Whatever. Alright. Whenever you're dealing with fake Legos, you are bound to run into fake Lego problems. I have to keep telling myself that. I keep getting, like, frustrated over just nonsense. Okay. Okay, so this one goes on that. That's not where that goes. This goes on top of that. This goes... Oops. Here. Here. And where is it? Over here. Okay. Thankfully, these are pretty easy to put in. Thankfully, this all feels really stable. Like, it's not, like, unstable feeling or nothing, because some stuff feels super unstable. These all feel pretty stable. Also, I can understand this being very decorative around the bottom, because I do believe this is the one where he's, like, flying, is it not? I'll say, I think I need this spinning the other way. Facing... Maybe? Oh, actually, yeah, that looks correct. Cool. Back in business. Back to putting Lego flowers on. I know you guys probably can't see what the fuck it is I'm doing at all, but... You know. You're talking to a professional, and as all professionals do with any subject, they do everything incorrectly live and then go back and edit it to look better post. That's the professional way of doing things. What is your fucking malfunction? Let go. Oh my lord. Clingier than a fucking yandere. Dude, come on. Thank you. Fight the malfunction. There we go. Making Yudi over here look like a logical, calm person in comparison. Alright. There we go. Okay. I built literally fucking flowers. That's it. Progress, guys, progress. Okay. To be fair, as I get closer to the end, it usually gets faster and faster. Okay. So these weird little thingies here, we get 2 of these. Those 2, and then 1 of these. Right, I can do that. These are a lot easier to see than all the other parts, so I'm all for it. We're actually about to put clear parts on there, which I guess is how it kind of holds up, and I think I just dropped a clear part. And out of all the parts I could drop, that's the second worst type of part I could drop is clear. Thankfully, I can see it. Bowser, you're actually kind of helpful right now, dude. You're kind of holding my Legos. Yeah? Yeah. That's fine. Okay. I have not a... Bowser? It's a weird looking Bowser. Izzy, go take your schizophrenia meds. Here you go, Izzy. You need some Jesus in your life. There you go. Okay. Let's see here. I could put Bowser over here. It's been a while since I've had Bowser on the, up here. Alright, but let's see here. Okay. These pieces look pretty cool. No, it's like, what is it? Like a little Jesus guy that people hand out at work, and I was like, sure. There you go. Go Godzilla. There we go. Where the fuck does that go? Why does that go behind there? That seems a little extra for no reason. I mean, sure, I guess. Obviously, Moist Critical. The Facebook moms would definitely agree. I still remember Moist Critical's fucking video about the Facebook moms thinking he was using him as like a picture of Jesus, which is a hilarious truth. Can you not? Bro, what? You clingier than a fucking yawn today a minute ago, and now it's like, nah, I'm good. Now you're too good for it. I see, I see. Have to be very careful about this, apparently. These are so weird looking. They're like grass tentacles. Type in chat for grass tentacles. What? Also, Eve, because we're talking about Zelda, did you get any further in Tears of the Kingdom? Because you were talking, I think you said you were in the Rito, not the Rito, the Zora village, right? You're helping out your favorite fishman, Sidon? The weird bulbous pink thing. Ah, found it. Found it. Whatever that is. Can't see it. It's just a big pink blob. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad that flew nowhere, because that would have been worrisome. What? Who drew this? What the fuck? No, hold up. Oh my lord. Does it not go that way? Hold up, hold up. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go that way. What is, it's show, whatever. Edgy Gamer, just fix it, it's okay. It's alright. There we go. It drew it in a way that made it like it went over the flowers, but no. No. This fucking shit goes to the side, but they drew it in such a wonky way. Okay. I finished the Wind Temple and then started exploring the underground area. Oh, so you were in the Rito area. My bad. I misremembered. You were in the Rito area. What'd you think of the Wind Temple boss? I thought it was pretty cool. I liked that you didn't actually, like, have to, like, attack it to kill it, in a sense. Like, you could technically do it without actually attacking, which was interesting to me. Very interesting. My favorite boss in Breath of the Wild, though, is the final boss. But as far as not the final boss, I would actually say the Water Temple's my favorite. He's just... Without... I don't want to spoil it, but I like him a lot. He's just so dumb. But as far as a like, you know, I did really like the boss relevant to the Gerudo a lot. The only boss I didn't particularly like was the Fire Temple boss. That one's okay. I definitely prefer the other bosses. But I didn't really love the Fire Temple in that game. I didn't really like the Fire Temple and stuff in that game anyways. It was like, whatever. Unibo got on my fucking nerves. Okay. Now I need the lip, the square, and the ramp and all that. Okay, so that I did have that somewhere in here. Doesn't help that it's clear in a bag full of colors. Thankfully they're all like tan, so it's kind of easy to see past them. That one there, so they're all in here is where they're at. Aha! For once, they're fucking organized. Come on. I can barely see it. Help me out. Come on. Love, it's a great visual that I'm building with literally clear pieces, by the way. It was very easy, I liked it, but considering it took me literally a minute to finish, I wasn't a big fan. However, the fact that it took me literally about 2 hours to climb up to the top and then do the temple for the boss to beat in a minute, wasn't a fan of that personally. Yeah, no, that is definitely, that I definitely understand. There's a lot of bosses that feel anticlimactic compared to the area on the way to them. I completely agree. There's a lot of the Soulsborne games will do that. The area will be, like, crazy hard, and then you get to the boss, and it's like, wow. Okay. Or you'll like, you know, the area will be easy, and the boss will be impossible. Like, it's very strange. But the, I thought Colgera was pretty cool. I'm more of a, Molgera type guy, the one from Wind Waker. I do really like Molgera. I think it's so visually stunning with such good, what is it? Music that plays during it as well. And that one's probably one of my favorite Zelda bosses ever. Here we go, guys. I think we finished building the base. All these flowers. I'm scared to turn it too much. I don't want it to pop off. Right there. As your favorite boss theme, I knew that you liked the theme, but I didn't know it was your favorite theme of all time. Izzy, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm very happy that you enjoyed the theme so much. I mean, that's understandable because, like I said, I do like the Molgera theme is one of my favorites of all time. That one's a big favorite of mine. I very, very, very much enjoy it. So I'm glad they had a. I'm glad you enjoyed the theme as much as you did. Well, I will say, Eep, I do promise you this. The, what is it? The, you will, my educated guess, you will probably love the final boss. It's probably the best final boss in any Zelda game, in my opinion. Just bar none. There's not a, like, I think Twilight Princess does pretty good. Skyward Sword does pretty good. But, Tears of the Kingdom, it stands alone for just a really awesome, climactic final battle. I very, very, very much love it. I think it's, one of the best parts of the whole game, honestly, because it was really fucking awesome. I will say, as far as easy or difficult though, I do still prefer. I do see what you mean. Like as far as saying the fights in Breath of the Wild were better. What is it? I just could not, for Breath of the Wild, I could not get past the boss design. I really, really, really did not like the boss design in that game. So it was really hard for me to get, like, into it. Like, the boss would show up and I'd be like, oh, it's this guy. Woo! It's the guy. And I think the reason I feel that way is because having, like, by the time I played Breath of the Wild, I had played, what was it? I had played, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Link to the Past, The Link Between Worlds, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, like, I had played a lot of Zelda games. Clearly. And one of my favorite parts of a dungeon in Zelda is the surprise of what the boss of the dungeon is going to be. And it was always something that I would get excited for. And I think, what is it? The dungeon design not being that interesting, because that's actually probably one of my biggest complaints for Breath of the Wild, is I really did not like the dungeons. The dungeons and the dungeon bosses and the Ganon fight and everything, I did not like. I liked a lot of the open world. I liked pretty much all the stuff I liked about Breath of the Wild was relevant to the world. A lot of the, like, dungeon design and everything else I was just not a fan of. But I do know a lot of people really, 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 liked them, so I'm glad. It makes me happy to see people enjoy it as much as they do. And I was really happy to see them branch out so much with, Breath of the Wild as well. Because it was quite the gamble to try to go for something like that, and it you know, it worked. They pulled it off. You don't see a maid dress right now because I'm building. I'm still waking up, actually. Oh, you haven't played those Dynasty Warrior games, but how are you doing? How are you doing, Vacated Crab? Good morning, afternoon. Yeah, no, I've not even eaten breakfast yet or nothing. I'm still actively waking up. I'm talking way more than I normally would this early in the day. And that in its own is fucking with my voice a little bit. I was drawing animal people. I was in a creative mood. Fantastic! What type of animal people were you drawing? Oh, Eep, what was your favorite favorite of the Breath of the Wild bosses? I remember the one to give Breath of the Wild the credit. I did the fire one, which was a lizard. That one was my favorite out of the dungeons. And it was because it was dark. You had to, what was it? You had to go and, light the area up. You had to, like, light the dungeon up as you went through it. That, I thought, was really cool. I liked that. Like you were in a dark cave. That's something I did enjoy pretty heavily. And then, I did like, as most people do, I really liked fighting the Lynels. The new Lynels they kind of added with, Breath of the Wild. Nothing in here, huh? Nothing? I hate how not organized this shit is sometimes, bro. Help a homie out. Like you can't be serious. To be fair, I think my only issue, Breath of the Wild, is there isn't enough dungeons, but I guess since they have all the shrines, it makes up for it. However, those aren't necessarily difficult. Those are mostly just puzzles. Yeah. That's kind of the trade-off they did for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. There's very, very, very few dungeons. While in the other Zelda games, they have a lot more, usually. Okay, so I put those down. That's not the piece I'm looking for at all. Or none of those none of those were the piece I was looking for because I can't fucking organize this shit. I just don't understand. They can't tell me a robot even organized this. It's so unorganized. Hold up, I'm making sure I have everything. So I got one of these. One of these, I need the small brown piece. I think the music just ended. Give me just a second. I'm going to find the small brown piece before I do anything else. That's Twilight Princess. You know what? That's fine. Is that an ad? Or a sudden stop? It's probably asking if I'm still there. Yeah, it is. You guys are going to hear Midna's Lament for a second. So I got that one. That one, that one. That's what I'm missing. The brown flat piece. Is that in here? I cannot fucking... No, not there. Here, maybe? Yep, there it is. So, brown flat piece. What else? Two of those. Where the hell did it go? Actually, that might not have been a brown flat piece. No, I don't think it was. It's not in there. Is it in here? I think so. Is it in here? No. I'll find that in a second. We'll fix the music and I'll answer chat. Okay, let me go back. We don't want to just listen to remastered Midna's Lament here.
Local tax.
Hush. I mean, I like Spirit Tracks. We'll do that one. Hush. I don't care about your ad. You have to put chat. No, I know, but I meant, like, the new version of Lionel's, Izzy, is what I meant. Like, Lionel's have not been, like, in a 3D Zelda game until Breath of the Wild. Like, they were new to the three-dimensional gameplay of Zelda. They had only ever been in two-dimensional Zelda. Cheetahs, cats, and African wild dogs. There were kimono mimis. They were kimono mimis, not furries. I was probably the Gerudo one, purely because you had to do a quest beforehand where none of the other ones, to my knowledge, you had to do. And the only reason you had to do that was because you had to get the Thunder Helm. Yeah, getting the Thunder Helm was pretty cool. I thought the Thunder Helm was pretty cool. It was 3D and 2D style. Well, I don't think you... Ocarina of Time... Because technically all the Zelda games are 3D. All of them are 3D. Technically speaking. But I'm... So, like, technically, they've existed in 3D forever. But, you know, I'm talking about, like, in a proper 3D Zelda, in a sense. What the fuck is this flat brown piece, bro? I'm gonna have to pour these out in a second. Pouring them out. Alright, here we go. We're getting close enough to the end, I'm getting annoyed, and we're pouring them out. Was it in any of these? Yes, it was. I fucking knew it. Okay, so now I have this. What am I looking at here? I need this. We're putting these kind of like in the middle here. And we're putting those on the sides. Okay, I kind of see what it's doing here. I see what it's doing, and then one of them's longer than the other. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, alright. Why is it lopsided? Why would it be lopsided? Well, the lopsided part goes on the bottom. Interesting. I wonder why that is. But, anyways. Yeah, I did like the desert area quite a lot. The desert inside of Breath of the Wild was something I very, very much enjoyed. And I agree, they definitely should have had more dungeons. I'm definitely a big dungeon person for Zelda. I think I told you guys before, like, I like a lot about Zelda. But once you start taking away some of those parts of Zelda that I really, really enjoy, it does kind of strip it away, in a sense. And I think that's why I wasn't able to praise Breath of the Wild as much as a lot of other people were. And it's not because I disliked Breath of the Wild, it's just that it was missing a lot of what I already did enjoy about Zelda. Which is fine, you know, I understand. That's what happens with a lot of these games whenever they get sequels. They experiment and they try different things, you know. It's like, and then you have to start asking, like, you know, what makes a Zelda game? And you know, you technically already had that before. Like, you know, you had Ocarina, you went from, like, Zelda 1, Link to the Past and everything, then Ocarina of Time, where it's a lot more story-focused. Well, I guess Link to the Past kind of was, too, but... You know, as Zelda changed over time, like, I understood that, you know, eventually it's going to change to stuff where it's going to have some things that I really like, and then some things I'm not as big of a fan of. And the one thing I can say about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is that at least if I don't like certain things about them, they feel like they were made by people who like Zelda, you know? Because I can understand why they didn't have the same music style that you would inside of, like, Ocarina of Time, or Twilight Princess or anything. Because in an open-world game, like, the music's just not gonna blend as well as it would in a non-open-world game, you know? That's just how it is. It's not going to work the same. You can't have area-specific music, because then they have to make really, really, really long, complicated musical pieces, because you might be in an area for 50 minutes, you know? If you're in an area for 50 fucking minutes, and it's played a 4-minute song on repeat for 50 minutes, you're gonna want to fucking pull your hair out, you know? You're gonna be like, this fucking song sucks. You're gonna be like, dude, I don't want to hear this song ever again. I've done heard it for the 19th time in my first 2 hours of playing. Fuck this song. Fuck this song, and fuck the person who wrote it, everything. Tired of it. Hate it. So I get it. You can't just have Lost Woods on repeat while you're in fucking the Gerudo Desert. You can't really do that. So it does make sense from, like, a game design standpoint. But of course, with that being an aspect of Zelda that I loved so dearly, of course, it's gonna be something that I'm, like, missing, you know? Whatever the fuck Crimson Desert is. Also, in my opinion, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom has the best Ganon design. Oh, are you talking about, like, are you talking about Ganondorf, or are you talking about the pig monster? Because I know in, because I won't lie, the, Tears of the Kingdom does have a very cool Ganondorf design that I do enjoy. I think the really, really old original Ganon isn't as cool as, like, Tears of the Kingdom. Or, sorry, yeah. I would definitely... Well, I started with Wind Waker, and Wind Waker is a pretty simple design at the end of the day. I'm very partial towards the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf and Ganon design. Very much so. But I will definitely say the ones in Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild are really good. Very, very good. Tears of the Kingdom really being fucking amazing. I love that Ganondorf design a lot. A lot. We got that one there, and then we need the long piece here, which I'm assuming is as long as it is, or no? No, not that one. This one. Maybe? Oh, I see. We need that, and then we need one of these. We need one of these. Spirit Tracks has such pleasant music, doesn't it? I'd have to say, it's just delightful. Oh yeah, Warriors has a great design. Yeah, I do really like Hyrule Warriors design. For honestly, Hyrule Warriors has my favorite Sheik design, one of my favorite Link designs. Probably either has my favorite or one of my favorite Ganondorf designs. This shit's so fucking cool. Dude, it's so awesome. Like, even though Ganondorf from, Hyrule Warriors literally looks like a Super Saiyan, I think it looks cool. I think it really does look cool. It looks very, very cool. And I think that's what makes it so funny, because he goes to, like, fight people, and I'm like, oh my god! It's Super Saiyan 3 Ganon! Super Saiyan 3 Ganondorf. He's going even further beyond! Circle piece on top of that. I spent most of the time in the desert, if I'm being honest. It just seemed to be the place that had the most to do besides Zora. Yeah, the desert had quite a lot to do. Interesting that they never really talked about Ganon, though that disappointed me. Yeah, Ganon, inside of Breath of the Wild, he's more like a myth rather than a character. I think that's what really takes away from him in Breath of the Wild. I definitely have to agree to that. Also, my best game design. Not the pig. Hyrule Warriors has the great design too. They really put a lot of time in the Gerudo. There's so many different body types and hairstyles. Almost none of them look the same. I personally appreciate that. Yeah. No, I really liked the Gerudo. I agree. The Gerudo inside of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were such a great addition and idea. And I loved how much in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, how much they kind of went on about their culture and just in their way of life and everything. It was really great in my opinion. And also with the question, and I also love how they kind of answered the question, which granted, that question's been answered for quite some time. But you actually get to see, like, you know, that's a real thing. Like, you know, it was always kind of like a question of, like, how do the Gerudo exist if there's only women and one dude every 100 years? You actually get to properly see, like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. And it's kind of like, it's such a cool idea from a fantasy standpoint to have a race of characters that are so genetically dominant that, and it works so well with the character design and, like, mentality. Like, they're a bunch of strong female warriors, like, hilariously stronger than the average Hylian. And, the fact that their literal genetics directly go along with that, being that they go pick whatever boyfriend they want, and their genes are so dominant that it's always a Gerudo. That is very interesting from, like, a world-building standpoint. And it kind of encourages, and it shows, like, you know, it kind of goes along with a lot of, like, desert societies and anime and video games tend to be nomads, so it goes along with them almost like being nomadic. Like, it's really cool. It's really, really cool from a world-building standpoint, in my opinion. It's kind of how, like how the Khajiit are really cool in, Skyrim. We talked about that the other day. How they look different, based on the moon phase they're born in. That is such an interesting thing, to have them, like, be connected so directly with the moon, in that way. That's just something I just really, really think is cool. And learning about stuff like that in video games, because I'm a really big question asker, being able to understand stuff like that. And it's like, EduGamer, why the fuck do you care about how the genetics of the Gerudo work? Because it's interesting. It is interesting. It's very, very interesting. Hell, look up the genetics of the Lord of the Rings elf, and that one will fucking throw you for a loop. Did you know that out of all the races in Lord of the Rings, humans are the only one that can go to actual heaven? Heaven does not technically exist for the other races. Elves technically, I can't give the specifics, but they technically go into the spiritual realm and basically get relocated to an area that mixes the spirit realm and the physical realm at the same time, which is near the Grey Havens. And they basically go to purgatory, while the humans actually go to heaven or an afterlife. It's pretty fucking cool. There's like some just interesting details like that.
At Vistaprint, we print.
I don't care about Vistaprint. Oh my lord! Stop! Stop! There are 2 moons in Elder Scrolls, so way more moon phases. There we go, and then there you go. Since there's 2 moons, there's more moon phases, and there's more genetic variety for the Khajiit. See, that's really cool to me. There's a naked man and a skeleton in this JoJo's episode. I mean, at least it didn't show anything, but yeah, that was interesting to look up to. Right, there's that. Okay, now look what we're doing. We've got his torso done. It's if you guys did not know, Part 5 JoJo's takes place in Italy, and I think some of Sicily. But anyways, very artistic, very flamboyant. And so, there's a lot of stuff in Part 5 JoJo's that's very, like, almost seems suggestive. Like, Giorno Giovanna honestly poses with his fucking stand like they're gay lovers. All the time. All the time. And it's very... I think I told you guys before, but the creator of JoJo's is very much an art guy. He loves art, he loves fashion, and he loves traveling. So if there's any chance he can put art, fashion, or traveling in his fucking anime, he does it. So, hence, like, literally the outro for Part 5, not the first one, you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Not that one. The second one, for the ending of Part 5, actually has a European-style statuesque of the stands, with the main character's stand at the apex of it, with all the other stands kind of, like, building up towards it in a gigantic sculpture. Like, it literally looks like European architecture slash sculptures. It's really fucking cool. It's little things like that is what I appreciate, just little details. But side tangent over. Part 5 JoJo's is really good. Really, really good. Part 1 is good. Part 2 is good. Part 3 is good. Part 4 is fun and good. Part 5 and Part 6, in my opinion, are really, really good. I think from an overall writing standpoint, Part 5 is probably the best, even though I enjoy Part 6 probably the most. But Part 6 is really good because its villain is really, really good. Really, really good. So all the parts have their strengths and weaknesses. And honestly, I think I've told you guys before, but the different parts of JoJo's kind of have different vibes to them anyways. But let's get this going. Going. Let's see here. We have this here. How many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we've got... So I need that there. Fucking what? Dude, this is some crazy wacky shit. Okay, hold up. So I've got... See, now this is good instruction at least. Good music, good music. Put that there, and then this here. Perfect. Is that going straight to connections? Yes, it is. Actually, I believe this is the menu music for whenever you're picking between Master Mode and Normal Mode for OG Ocarina of Time, or sorry, for Ocarina of Time on the GameCube. Pretty cool how that works. Funny that I would recognize that as well. I was just like, oh, I know what this is. Of course, that's not the only thing it's used for, but that is something it is definitely used for. I don't like that. That looks very unstable. To be fair, a lot of these pieces for these non-Lego designs are very unstable in comparison to Lego. So, not that that's surprising, but I just don't like that it's unstable in comparison. Cool. There's that, and we're gonna go right across here. I mean, it's stable enough, I guess, which is really how you describe these as stable enough. I've heard people talk about how the Gerudo and Breath of the Wild 2 is going to look different than they did in the other games. The number one thing is their ears are like Hylian ears. They no longer have rounded ears like Ganon. A lot of people say it's probably because over however long due to Gerudo women being with Hylian men, it's a trait that has adapted to their race. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard that. And it's really cool. Did you know? What is it? They say that the Rito in Wind Waker adapted... What was it? Which doesn't make a lot of sense. But apparently, I don't remember where I heard this from. So if any bigger Zelda fan than I, which I know there's a lot, knows better or more than I can't remember where I heard this from. But I think it was theorized that the Zora evolved into the Rito. But I don't remember, because it was very strange that that would even remotely happen. It was why, like, which is interesting, like, the oceans, I guess, became too vast, so they learned to fly instead or something. Which it is weird, in a world of ocean, you would have flying rather than swimming. But yeah. They're not saltwater. That's what it is. Thank you. Thank you. I was pretty sure I was like, there's a reason, but I can't remember. Yeah, so it's cool stuff like that. Really cool stuff like that. What am I looking for? These. Looking for those. What are those? Alright, let's figure this out. Where are you at? You're gonna go right here. I need the dark brown right here. We kind of have like a real fit kind of like body going on now. I'm kind of putting this together way faster than I normally would. Like, we're almost done. To be fair, I think the other one was just gigantic. Like, we have most of his body put together now. So I have light on this side. Then light on the other side down here. Then I have light under here. And light under here. Cool. Now I just gotta get the dark brown ones. Look at that. Ah, I love this theme. So many good themes in every Zelda game. Yeah, I'm excited to play Ocarina of Time this year with you guys. I'm trying, you know, it's... If you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to finish up, Unicorn Overlord. so I can continue on with Ocarina of Time. Which, granted, I don't really need to... I've beaten Ocarina of Time multiple times. I don't really need to pay attention to the story, but I'd like to. Where the fuck? There it is. Is that the piece I'm looking for, by the way? Aha! It is. That's my problem. I don't need one of those pieces. I need the other. That's what it is. But I still need flat ones, though. Where's the flat ones? Those aren't flat. Also, this really fell in an inconvenient spot. They're to evolve from Zora. Okay. Grab that one. Yeah, that's one thing that I think they did really, really well with Breath of the Wild, and I hope they continue to do, is flesh out the worlds and the characters and the society and everything in these games. Because I really do feel like there's a lot to be learned inside of these games. From the world and the characters. Like, there's just there's so much to see in these Zelda games. And I feel like that's one thing Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild does well, is it lets you see so much of these worlds and these characters and everything, and that is why I never will say they're bad games. I think they're great games. I can't say they're my favorite, but they add so much good to the Zelda world that I appreciate that. Oh, it's hiding under this leaf. That's where it is. Tenno? Tenno what? What's Tenno? Like a cryptid spotting. It is like a cryptid spotting. Dude, all I'm saying is if I'm gonna be online for 12 fucking hours, it cannot be starting at 6 p.m. Oh, Warframe ad. That makes sense. I am going to go use the bathroom here in a minute, chat, so I'll probably leave you here with Godzilla and this body here in a minute. Let me get these pieces out of here real quick, just because there's no reason for them to sit in the bag now that I have so few pieces left. But yeah, hello, Pancake. Hello, hello. Yeah, this is welcome into my, for any of you guys coming in later, this is my 500 follower celebration. We're doing a bunch of things today. Starting with Lego building, so I can wake up. I actually am feeling quite awake right now, compared to what I was. So we're probably, while I'm wearing my chillax clothes, we're gonna be doing the Lego build, and the, what is it? And the Sword Art Online fan thing. What's it called? Izzy would have to say what it's called, but something Sword Art Online that a bunch of people requested me to watch because they said, oh, it's really funny. I've been requested to watch it for a long time now, and I was told that it's fine to watch, so we'll watch it together, and I probably will. I apologize already, but as I watch it, I will probably pause and say things because A, it's not my content, I didn't make it, and B, constructive and creative. I have to add something to it. I can't just watch it. So I will be pausing and talking because not my art. I have to add something. It's disrespectful not to, and I will whenever I start it. Whenever I look it up, I'm gonna be saying. I'll be linking the channel and the videos in the description. I'll not be watching all of it, but I'll be watching probably, depending on how all it is, but yeah. That's how all reaction content is, Izzy. Yes, but I don't really like to do reaction content. It stresses me out. Stresses me out. But everything stresses out the edgy gamer, so it's not really surprising. Alright, we got that here, this here. That's all of that. Yeah, that's all of that. Okay, cool. I'll be, Okay. Don't kick over the tea. Alright. Yeah, here you go. You guys can get the Dark Lord himself. Ooh. He does not like his stand at all. I'll be right back.
Hand off your taxes to an expert in your neighborhood. Now, your TurboTax expert can file for you, so you don't have to miss a moment. You've got better things to do than taxes. Have a local TurboTax expert file for you. It's talked about in Wind Waker. Oh, there we go. Okay. 7 Deadly Sins ad. Damn it, it played an ad while I was gone? Fuck! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But here, I'll go ahead and since you guys mentioned it, I'll go ahead and let Clown know before I start getting closer to, I'll be watching the... What's it called? Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online thing in probably 30 minutes or so. There we go. Alright, Dark Lord. You gotta go back here. Don't you fucking drop that standing plate now. I know you want to. There we go. He does not like his standing plate. Him and the Black Knight do not. There we go. Why can't you be like Rim and Rom? Just wear a fluffy bikini and sit in your little pudding jar. It's so dusty. See? See how they stand there perfectly fine? Not a care in the world. They're perfectly fine. They're not over here freaking out. Godzilla. Aura farming over here. Move that back. Fan service. Oh no. Oh no! What the hell's I doing? This. Cool. Alright. So I need to put this here. And then these two here. Alright. You know, Wind Waker, fucking love Wind Waker. I can never get enough of Wind Waker. Wind Waker is so delightful. I think out of all my first video games I could play, I think Wind Waker was probably one of the best ones I could play. I think Wind Waker was a fantastic first video game to start with. I think it was just easy enough and just, like, pretty enough to really grab my attention and really pull me in to play video games. Like, I genuinely think it was the perfect first game for me. The music, the visual, like, it really had... Yeah, I really do think Wind Waker as a first game was a really, really good thing for me to have as a first game, because it was just almost magical in a sense, I guess you could say. So. Oh, this pretty tune. This pretty, pretty tune. Zelda's Lullaby is always a nice thing to hear, and I think because it's never... It's played, but it's never played, like, constantly. It's always at key moments. I think it's always done well. Because some people are like, you know, themes are overplayed, you know, song needs to, like, the game needs to let go of a theme. That's fine, I get that. Some themes are definitely overdone. I think it depends on, if a game... Depends on how much a theme is used. And if it's used, like... Because, like, in Zelda, I feel like it's used sparingly. Like, it's always big moments. It's never, like, you know... It's never just a constant mess or nothing like that. There we go. Don't come off now. Don't pop off now that I'm almost done. Why are you flexing so much? Oh, because there's nothing to stick to down there. Of course. Whatever. Like I said, it's not stable like Legos, so I gotta be very gentle with it. Very, very gentle, chat. Very, very gentle. Go. Oh, look at there! I'm actually getting a little hungry at 4:30 p.m. Look at that. You guys are curious why I don't eat that much? That's why. As of 4:39 p.m., the Edgy Gamer is now officially hungry. It took me that long. I'm already brushed. Already been awake for a couple of hours and everything else, and I just now getting hungry. How quickly do you guys get hungry in the day? Do you guys get hungry really quickly after you wake up? He's T-posing! There you go. Alright, now I gotta build the face. No, I gotta build the horns, apparently. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell am I doing here? So I need to do these two and then the weird shape thing? Oh, that's just for one side. Got it, got it, got it. What? How would you display it like that? It doesn't make any sense. Why? The hell do you... Whatever. I think I got it. It's just... fucking confusing for no reason. Still work? Yes, it does. Don't you play an ad in my stream, motherfucker! No! Fuck your ads! we go. Now we need to build the other one, which is going to be this piece, and... Doing the speed run here, now that I'm getting really hungry out of nowhere. I say I find it weird. I find it weird the Zora, the fish, will turn into the Rito, the birdie. Like, I wonder what that evolution looked like over time, because all that obviously was an instant thing. It's probably why the Rito and Wind Waker kind of look like people, because the Zora kind of just look like fish people. Probably why they look so bird-like in Breath of the Wild game, because they had even more time to evolve. That's just my thoughtful process, at least. Yeah, no, that makes sense. They do look a lot more bird-like in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. In Wind Waker, they literally are just people with wings, in a sense. And if I remember correctly, the only reason they can fly in Wind Waker is because they get gifted a scale from the dragon or something? In a while. In a while. We're making the face! We're so close, chat! We're almost done. Oh, oh, we almost lost all that progress. I would have, like, Markiplier losing progress and fucking getting over it. I would have thrown the table. Holy. Imagine if that just broke and then shattered into every individual piece after 2 hours. Ugh. I don't think I would have raged that much, but I've been like, okay, guys, we're done. I'm not much of a rage and explode type person. I'm more of like a... okay, I'm done. I'm more of a sigh and move on type of person. Don't need my stomach rumbling. Please stop. All right. I like how this one's like autumn colors. I like how they're not all the same color. The autumn colors look really cool. IMO. Right, that's the faceplate. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the sticker and we're gonna put it on before I put it on the thing because I don't want to mess it up. Obviously, kind of changed the lore as they made more games, which is understandable. Very understandable, I have to agree. Boom! The sticker master! Hey, yo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was perfect. That was perfect. Literally perfect. Should you be jealous? Yes. How jealous are you? Very. Envy is not your best look, chat. God. Damn, it's perfect. Literally perfect. Be jealous. The perfect sticker placement. The perfect sticker placement. You've never seen something so perfect in your life. Alright. He's on here. Yahaha!
This is some serious gourmet shit.
Boom! Look at him go! Look at him! Look at him! He's done! My nose is irritated. Ah. Okay. But we have completed it. That is...
That's insane.
That is shut the fuck up, ad. God damn it. Bless you. Thank you,
season,
Eve. Thank you.
You've got places to go.
Hush, hush, hush. Hush your fucking mouth. I don't fucking... We're not... Can we just... Use... That's Majora's Mask, then, I guess. There you go. Anyways. Yeah, we fucking did it! We've got 3 out of 5 now. There's 5. I keep forgetting there's 5. But yeah, we did it! We did it! And now... Alright, we made room for Jesus. Now I gotta make room for these little guys. Ow. Back over there you go. We can grab the other ones. Ah. Oh, whoops. Knocked that over, didn't I? Okay. Now my bag's not taking up so much fucking space. Let me throw this... okay, I'll throw that away in a second. So we've got... the first one I did. This little guy. And then we got the one we did last time, which took fucking forever. This creature. Let me move this a little closer. Okay, because we're going to be moving everything here in a second. Situate my chair. All right. So, as it stands, we've got the first one I did with the little sword and the little flowers and everything. Looking pretty good, pretty good. Then we've got the one stuck to the backpack, Izzy's favorite. The only thing Izzy likes more than the backpack ones is he likes Tingle. That's the only thing he likes more than these guys. So, very cute. His backpack took forever to make, by the way, if you're curious. The backpack took forever. This one's probably going to be the lengthiest one to make. He's also by far the heaviest. And now we've got the flying one with the autumn colors. I think right now, out of all of them, I do really like the one with the sword. He's pretty cool. And I do like the backpack one. He feels like I feel like he's funny. Like, it's funny. But I think the autumn color is my favorite, because autumn colors are just really pretty. As much as I do like greens, I feel like the greens that he does have stand out more around him because of his autumn colors. Like, it just, you know, it just looks more vibrant, rather than the tan and the green. Yeah, so. There you go. Well, that was... Oh, fuck, I gotta do that too. Okay, here, I'll make this for my 12-hour stream. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this down for YouTube. Koroks are adorable, I agree. I agree. Let me go ahead and write this down real quick, but... for this is the first section of our 12-hour stream completed. I want to thank you. I'm going to keep streaming. We're not done. We're only an hour and 41 minutes through the 12 hours. We're not even a third of the way done yet, so don't worry. I'm being on for quite some time more. But for YouTube, I'm not uploading the whole 12 hours. I'm uploading them as individual things because of what they are. So I want to say thank you if you came in here for Lego building. This was, like I said, this is part of my 500 follower celebration, and thank you all for so much support. I'll see you in the next Lego building thing, and as always, later, losers!